Hi all. Everything in my videos is pulled from the public domain and I am using them under the Fair Use, Fair Dealings guidelines. Everything I say is my own opinion. You should look into this information for yourself, but I'm pretty sure I'm right. Good morning, everybody. This is going to be one of my longer videos where we talk about two of the witness statements that were given and the repercussions on the royal family with some of the aides and the information that they have. Let's go. One issue is Meghan said that she wrote this letter to her dad. Then she said that some palace courtiers helped her. Then she said that two senior officials told her to write the letter. Now it's come out in court that Jason Knopf, who at the time was the communications secretary to Harry and Meghan, as well as to William and Kate, helped her write this letter, and there were apparently multiple drafts. What I found even more shocking was that Meghan's attorney told the High Court that text messages between Meghan and Knopf were deleted. So Meghan claims that this guy just gave feedback in the form of general ideas, but since the text messages have been deleted, the newspaper is claiming that some of the published sections of the letter are not, she doesn't have full copyright to it. It's a revised edition of her letter that she sent, and she can't prove that because she got rid of the text messages. Now, we talked before, and it came out in court that there were 4 people that worked at the palace who could give information that would clarify all of this, and they said they would if called to court. And in the letter that was sent on their behalf, their lawyers for these 4 people said that they don't want to take sides and they're going to stay completely neutral. Now, the second person listed is Sarah Latham, and this woman could blow the top off the whole thing because it's being claimed that she helped Omid Scobie and Carolyn Durand by fact-checking all their information. So essentially, Omid and Carolyn would get information, give it to this woman. She would apparently go to Meghan, is this right? Is that right? And Meghan would say yes or no, and then she'd give it back to Omid and Carolyn. Now, the next interesting person who came up in that sworn affidavit was Keely Thomas Morgan, who works for Sunshine Sachs, who we all know was representing Meghan and Harry for their PR. Now, supposedly, this woman was calling people and saying, listen, you're going to get a call from Scobie and Durand, and they are doing a biography on Meghan Markle. Would you please be willing to discuss them? So, in other words, she was opening doors and giving access to authors. And of course, she was only calling people that Meghan approved. Samantha Cohen was also one of the 4 that was listed. She's the former private secretary to Harry and Meghan. You have to know that if any of this was going on as their secretary, she would know about it. So for those of you wondering where all this information came from, it came from a sworn statement by Mr. Verity. The pictures above show that this is a sworn-in, signed court document. So he's telling the truth and he's saying it to the world. This is what happened. I'm absolutely shocked, but yet not. The next thing that came out was Thomas Markle's signed witness statement, which quite frankly broke my heart. It's a long statement, so I'm just going to read certain sections so you guys get the gist. Here we go. He starts out by saying that when he read the article, he realized it was a complete lie and it misrepresented the tone and content of the letter he got from Meghan, and he immediately wanted to correct it. He said the article had either been authorized by Meghan or she had known about it and approved of its publication, and that she wanted her account of the letter to be published and that the sources were supposedly her best friends. He surmises she used her friends to pass along information she wanted in the public because they would never have done that without her permission. He points out that the People magazine article supposedly meant that she had reached out to me with the letter, that she loved him and she wanted to repair that relationship, and that was a complete lie. He said, quote, the letter was not an attempt at a reconciliation. It was a criticism of me. She didn't say she loved me. It did not even ask how I was. It showed no concern about the fact I had suffered a heart attack and asked no question about my health. He said that the People magazine article misrepresented his reply to the letter as well. He said the People magazine article blatantly lied about him shutting Meg out because she had shut him out, and the letter clearly showed that. The article made it sound like they were ships passing and he knew how to get in touch with her and he wasn't, and that her number had never changed. But he said that's false. He repeatedly tried to reach her and she basically cut him out. She basically said in the article that she had been taking care of her father, and he said that's wrong, that she had never supported him. And until he read that article in People magazine, he was not going to publicly send out Meg's letter. But after he read that article, he changed his mind because he said that she was smearing him in the public. He said that the letter had vilified him and made him look dishonest, exploitive, publicity-seeking, uncaring, and cold-hearted, leaving a loyal and dutiful daughter devastated, and I had to defend myself. He said that he reached out to the Mail on Sunday because he wanted to defend himself. He never asked for and never received any money for the article. Now, here's the important part. At the end, he said, I was shown all the extracts and I approved publication of those extracts. I could have said no if they wanted to publish parts of the letter, which I didn't want published. The choice was mine. I did not want the whole letter published. And the reason for that is because I thought the letter as a whole made her look bad. So this poor man, after being put through all of this, is still trying to protect his daughter. And he ended his statement by saying, quote, I do not want to attack or hurt her. I just wanted to defend myself by countering the impression given of me and of the letters between Meg and me by the People article. And I didn't think it was necessary to publish the whole letter to do that, but it was necessary to publish the extracts that were published. I don't know about you guys, but you can literally hear the pain in this man's voice, knowing that his relationship with his daughter is gone. Now, I would be remiss in reporting all of this if I didn't point out how the Sugars are reacting to this. And as you can see above, I tweeted a few days ago that I thought that the paper had every chance of winning in court. And there was a Sugar named MN who did not respond well to that. She basically, it's the whole victim mentality thing. The royal family was so mean to her. It's all going to come out how they were so terrible to her. And Meghan doesn't really want to be called Duchess at one point, she said. She wants to be called Meghan. And they're making her sign her name Duchess on her stuff. And I mean, just on and on and on with the whole victim mentality. You know, royal family was mean to her. The UK was racist to her. Her father was terrible to her. Everybody's lying. It's the whole victim mentality rolled up. I mean, these people need to be deprogrammed. Another interesting thing is that it did not take long for the Sugars to turn on Omid. You know, the whole basis of Meghan's case is that this letter was not for public consumption, but yet Omid himself went on TV and said that she knew it was going to be published and she knew it was going to be put in the media. Well, let me tell you, people had a field day. The Sugars started saying that Omid didn't know what he was talking about and he had no right to speak on Meghan's behalf. So it looks like Omid has been markled. I do have to say, I wonder if the Sugars ever stopped to think, wait a minute, she has issues with her father, she has issues with the public, she has issues with the royal family, she had issues with her ex-husband, she has issues with her ex-friends. I mean, I wonder if they ever stopped to realize that that's a lot of issues. So to end this video, I really hope that the Queen keeps her hand out of the legal proceedings. She may not want the palace involved, but if she realizes how much trouble Meghan is, and let's face it, she's been nothing but trouble since she joined the family, letting her be shown for everything she's done in the public would effectively take care of the royal family's problem. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the judge said that he's going to give his decision in February, and I, for one, am going to be on tetherhooks waiting for this decision, because if she loses, I pretty much think she's done, because everything she's done behind the scenes to try to change the narrative about herself is all going to come to light. So what do you guys think? Do you think the judge is going to rule in Meghan's favor, or do you think with all the extra stuff that's been given out, all the witness statements, that it might go to court? Make sure to leave your thoughts and comments below. And as always, have a great day.